You're listening to ArTEEtude, a podcast with artists created and produced by Detlef Schlich, a visual artist and ritual designer, living and loving in West Cork, and best known for his essay about the cause and effect of shamanism, art and digital culture. Working in the field of performance, photography, painting, sound, installations, and film, he will dive and discover with us and a weekly creative guest into the unknown and exciting deep ocean of the creative mind.
This is Detlef Schlich, and today we dive into the unknown and unexpected ocean, deep ocean of the creative mind, together with Lou McMahon, Louisa McMahon. She is a contemporary indie folk artist from County Clare, singer, songwriter, media music composer, sessional vocalist, cultural reporter from County Clare, and so it is a lot what we have on the list, and what we try to achieve in the next couple of 3 episodes or whatever. So hi Lou, it's great to have you.
Hello.
In this podcast in ArTEEtude. I would say, so just for the listeners again, to explaining it a little bit, I mean, I must say the last 3 episodes I was just reminiscing my podcast. So I had my lockdown episodes with speaking with myself. So I'm happy to have somebody else now here again. Very nice. So I tried
company.
Yeah. In times like this. I try to divide this 3 episodes in the first part where we're gonna get a little bit more known about the background of Lou, where she's coming from, inspirations, and the second part I would like to go, if we find the time, then into her musical journey, and in the third part we will speak as well about the culture of talk, if we can make that. This podcast, it's always open, so we see how far we get. Yeah, Lou, great to have you here. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me. Thank you so much for having me.
So I would like to start in the first part, like to bring you closer to us all. I like it actually to I'm quite curious where we creative persons getting our inspirations from, when we started actually to think in creative ways, and I mean, so probably in the childhood, and how long can you go back, and how long can you remember your creative moments? So yeah, so you're from County Clare.
I'm from County Clare. I'm from 6 Mile Bridge, which used to be a small village. It's a town now, very built up. When I was really young, you knew everybody and you knew everybody's business, but it's not like that anymore. A lot of strangers around, but it's still a lovely community and a really nice place. But yeah, I grew up here, and I'm here at the moment, and I have been singing and playing music and songwriting and doing it all since a very young age. I was very fortunate, actually. Yeah. Speaking of the community here, there was a lot of resources here. There was Tops of the Town and youth clubs and variety community games and all sorts. So I was always singing. I was always very fortunate to have parents who allowed me to be involved in all those clubs and dragged me out, driving me here and there to all these competitions and things.
That's very common over on the countryside, isn't it? So that's what the parents are gonna do.
Yeah.
So how many people, the population? So for the change, so when was it? And which age? When was it? 1990, or when did you start to get more vivid in your in your village?
Yeah, I can't remember the exact date. It probably would be around 1990. I don't want to say when I was born. I'll be giving away my age. I'm quite old. But no. Always performing and always watching musicals and things on the TV, like Singing in the Rain. And one of my earliest memories was of writing a song, and what I did was I had received a Fisher Price tape recorder for Christmas from Santa Claus, and my parents were big Queen fans, and I broke the seal on one of their Queen's greatest hits tape, and I recorded over the whole thing with my own compositions about butterflies and various things at school.
Cool.
So they have that still. What they weren't happy at the time. My father had loaned the Queen tape to his friend, and his friend came back and said, actually, there's no Queen music on that. It's all your daughter singing her own songs.
Did you at least sing one of the Queen songs for them on this tape? Did you
no,
do
not one of them.
version?
I just completely erased all of their songs and put my own in.
but I was I was already afraid, because I thought they were Queen fans, but so at least it's just the band, so that's great.
Yeah, no, just the band. Just the band.
Yeah.
But yeah, always singing. From like the ABBA song, I could sing before I could talk, and always had the dream of being a songwriter and a singer when I grew up, and always had the dream of writing songs for visual, because that was sort of my first exposure to music, was through those old films, even the black and white ones, all the way back as far as Anchors Away, where you had Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra and Deanna Durbin and all of those brilliant singers. I mean, I learned from them. I listened to them every day. So that dream that's where that dream began.
That's interesting. So did you as well, probably you started then as well when you're watching silent movies to hum your own soundtrack over it, or didn't you?
Like what you hear so far? Make sure you never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now. This podcast is made possible by listeners like you. Thank you for your support. Now back to the show.
No, I never did that. I'm sure if I had the opportunity to, I would. I don't think I ever really did watch any silent movies when I was very young. No, it was mostly those old musicals and things. But yeah, and then just went on to singing in all those clubs I talked about, singing and dancing and playing piano, playing the guitar. I wrote songs with my cousin who were the same age, and we'd go to the parochial hall.
Who taught you the piano?
So my older brother is 7 years older than me, and he played the piano very well. He was winning awards and things for composition and stuff. And I guess I learned from just watching him. He taught me a few things, but I was mostly just annoying him, watching him.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was it. I went to a local woman, Margaret Cusack, and I took some lessons with her. And yeah, I always was up to no good with it.
Did your parents play instruments as well?
No, actually, yeah, not while we were growing up, but my father was in a marching band. He's from Limerick City, so he was part of the Boer Boy marching band, and he played brass with them. So yeah, it's a musical family, mostly singers though. Mostly singers.
How many siblings?
Two older. My brother is 7 years older. My sister is 8 years older. Yeah.
Okay. And your sister, is she playing as well an instrument?
No, her instrument is voice, and she's involved in a lot of musicals, but she went a different route. She went into medicine and she works as a nurse. She just got promoted to a sister, but she lives over in Wales. Excuse me, in Wales with her husband, and she has 2 children who are pretty much grown now. They're 21 and 16. Yeah. So
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so yeah, it's a musical family, but my brother works in Clare Irish Music Centre. He does he's a box office manager, and he does accounts as well. It's a double kind of jobbing there. It's still involved in theatre, I suppose.
It's actually it's a good catalyst, and it's a good plan for if you have such a office job doing then actually completely opposite and getting involved in creativity. So
yeah.
So that sounds great. Then I was wondering, because you said that I think it might be very interesting as well to the listeners. I mean, a lot of people, they can't really imagine how it is in Ireland, growing up in Ireland. I mean, I think a lot of European, they if they go into holidays, they book probably mostly all inclusive and there where's the sun, and they are not. I mean, even my family,
You can't depend on the weather.
They never visited me here in Ireland. I mean, they probably they know nothing about the Irish culture except maybe Guinness and dart, because we got a lot of Irish pubs in Cologne, so
Yeah.
so
Where are you? You're from Germany originally, is it?
I am from Cologne, from Germany. Cologne. Have you ever been there?
I haven't been to Cologne. I've been to a few places in Germany, though. I've played music, performed my songs over there while touring. I've been in Berlin a few times. I was in a beautiful little town called Passau. And it was stunning. Yeah. One of the nicest gigs I've ever played was there. It was just, I turned up. It was in a small little cafe, and the room was full of people. It's a real student town, and so it was a lovely gig to play there in Passau.
And they
At the same. I bought it's close to the Black Forest, so I bought my parents a cuckoo clock there as a souvenir. So it's nice to have. It was is it Lindenwood? Beautiful. I love them. Oh my God, I love them. They're expensive though, but I love them.
The cuckoo clocks, yeah, that's probably very German, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I thought already you bought one from the Ku Klux Klan, but that is sorry, dear listeners. That was yeah.
No.
No. But so I was wondering. So when you grow up then in your village in County Clare, and I mean I know the situation in Ireland. I'm here since 2003 for good, and but I was here already in 1993 or something like this. First time over here in Golene, Skal, and this area. So I know as well a little bit the difference, and at this time it was far more, it was more relaxed, and people weren't so aggressive like nowadays, and I mean you didn't hear any beep or any bad word from a car driver if somebody was just relaxing, I mean, but this times they are gone somehow. I mean I've got really the feeling that all the city's diseases, they overtaking already even the peninsula somehow sometimes, unfortunately. That's probably what you mean as well if you speak about your area, your place.
It's very populated now and things. But West Cork is absolutely stunning. Oh, I love it. It's so far. I mean, it's about 3.5 hours
Is
drive, I
it?
think,
Oh.
from me. But I used to spend a lot of time there when I
Where?
was starting out as a songwriter. I used to spend a lot of time in Ahakista.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lovely place. Yeah, in a tin pub.
Yes, the Tin Pub. I used to play there all the time. Yeah. I supported Mary Coughlin and Jack L there. Mundy played there a few times. And actually, I was there mostly because my music managers at the time were living there and they were running the Tin Pub. So they were hosting a lot of events there. So it was nice kind of a place to play.
No, no,
Lovely
wait.
people down
When
there.
was that?
This would have been, this was a long time ago. This would have been about 2000. No, I'm wrong. No, this was about 2003. Yeah.
So that was the year when I came over to
2000.
all right. So and how long did you live there in Alkista?
Oh, I didn't live there. I just went there to perform a lot of the time. Yeah. It's where I first met Terry Woods from the Pogues, and
All right.
it was there when I very first time that I met him, the very first time that I worked with him as well. It was on David Hope's recordings, and
Yeah.
it was recorded from a studio there in West Cork, and I was
Yeah.
doing backing vocals on it. So yeah,
Nice.
that was the whole beginning of the journey. Started in West Cork, really, the songwriting thing. Yeah.
I mean, it is a great place for songwriting. That's for sure. So
Yeah.
there's no doubt. So that's
Yeah.
that's for sure. Yeah. Uh. So now, I mean, and your place where you're living now, just coming back to your birthplace. So how do you know a little bit about the population? How the increasing of the people? How many? I mean, from 500 to 2,000 or something like this.
I don't know the population, if I am to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't have those figures, I'm afraid. I haven't been that in tune to everything.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
Google it
No,
if you want.
no, fair enough. No. I thought maybe because you're gonna do culturally, whereas a lot over there. Maybe you knew already a little bit about that, but no, never mind. I mean, I
No.
believe.
Yeah. No, I
Uh,
was yeah, it was a lovely village to grow up in. And as I said, I was involved in all those music clubs, always playing music. And there's good people in the town who were very supportive of young people and very willing to bring them ahead. And actually, through some of those groups, I ended up performing for, the two presidents of Ireland and also the Queen of Denmark over in Copenhagen as part of a cultural exchange group.
all
So, and
right.
I sang solo for them. I sang in Áras Nuachtaráin for both Mrs. Robinson and Mrs. McAleese. Yeah, yeah.
That's not.
When I
That's
was young.
nice. I mean, that's great. So I think it is a gift if you are young and if you really have the desire to sing without any doubts and the fear, because I mean
Mm-hmm.
a lot of performers, like including myself, I mean I started quite late with I mean I was singing all over my life already, and under my blanket was 5 years I was mimicking the electric guitar from Jimi
Yeah.
Hendrix. But but I must say, the moment, I mean, I was already tempted to say, I would like to be a performer, but the fear for going on stage was so
Oh yes.
large that I it took me actually probably 20 more years to start with it. I mean, actually, my 20s, not in my teenager years,
Mm-hmm,
I mean,
mm-hmm.
but I think
Fear is a desperate thing. Yeah.
so, and I
It,
think, yeah. So
but
adrenaline, yeah.
do you perform now?
Yeah, I mean, but now it's more. I mean, I finished my visual art degree on Sherkin Island, actually. in
Very
2016.
good.
So now it is more. So I include everything. I'm just working on a crossover opera, a digital opera. I stopped it before COVID, but
Oh,
so I try to include everything somehow. I mean, but the thing is, it's all very, very avant-garde-ish, So you can't really get a proper thing on stage or whatever, because uh, people are not really interested in that, But I mean, that's
right.
because it is too extreme, too much avant-garde, and a lot of the people that they don't get the hang on, and they're getting sometimes maybe as well feeling uncomfortable when they see that, So no, so I mean,
Okay.
it is still thought provoking, and it is it is not very cheerful often, So it is really it goes so underneath your thing somehow.
This
There's
is
an
this
ArTEEtude.
this is this is
You think so? Do you have a storyline for it?
Yeah, sure.
But
I have.
you don't want to give it away.
No, I don't mind. It's actually it is it was actually I was so annoyed about Donald Trump that I thought, okay, Donald Trump and his tribalism, that I thought, okay, so I have to make something because he scares me like shit, and so I wrote this opera called Tribal Loop, which is about tribalism, So and myself, I am the performer and the alter ego of Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump, So, but this is on hold.
That's interesting.
Yeah, this is on hold, and it will continue. The first act is almost done. But it's currently in this glitch. It doesn't make sense, to bring it further. So that is the reason why I decided to start with a podcast, because this is the only thing.
Yeah.
This is the only thing what we can currently do, So and singing,
Yeah.
And I mean, on this note, I would say, so, and singing, we're gonna put a song from Lou now. And dear listeners, do you get already in mind which song we could play? What fits now?
In this, I think we'll go with something folky and light. I have a song out at the moment. It's called Pockets of Change, and it's a remix and remaster of an old track. And let's go with that one. It's light and airy.
All right, so dear people, so enjoy the listening now to Pockets of. Can you say the title again?
Change.
Pockets
of Change.
Pockets of Change from
Yes.
Lou McMahon.
That's it, yeah.
Mind mulled over, cigarette burned out in a tray. Oh, passion, oh, feeling, oh, took this away. You took me from empty and filled me
So thank you very much.
It's a great song.
Yeah, it's cool. I would say that was a great start, and I'm so happy to have you here. Dear listeners, like you know already. I mean, what we could do as well is we could if you give me your Facebook and your Instagram and your website account, I will put it into my description. Plus, I mean, you can name it out now to the people. So it is Instagram is at Lou McMahon, no? As well. What's about Facebook? Do you accept
McMahon?
McMahon.
Yeah.
McMahon.
Yeah, it's all Lou.
Yeah. And
McMahon. Yeah. So my name is Yeah, so my name is Lou McMahon, LOUMCMAHON, that's the spelling. And for social media, if you type in Lou McMahon, you should be able to find me. And on Instagram, it's Lou McMahon Music. And then for my website, it's loumcmahon.com. So pretty easy to remember. It's pretty much all the same.
That's great. And dear listeners, yeah, I mean, can they find you as well on Spotify?
Yes, that is Spotify will be up in the next few days. I had some tracks on Spotify that I had distributed. I had distributed my music with TuneCore, and I found them to be a disaster. So I've taken my music from that distribution, and I'm redistributing it now with CD Baby. So yeah, that's why the music has come down. It's because I'm starting again with a different company. But I'll have that sorted within the next few days.
Cool.
So, and it's Lou McMahon for that. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, anyway, dear listeners, so we will we will hear more.
I'm excited to hear your opera when you get back to it.
yeah. So me too. I hope I can continue with it next year. I mean, this year I will focus on the podcast and on more, and as well I started with a web shop with my art and all that. You know, that takes a lot of time. But that's okay. Yeah, it is great, dear listeners. And like I mentioned already, I probably keep on going with this podcast currently every Sunday and not every Sunday.
I did
Wednesday.
Look at your shop and things. Yeah, some really great stuff.
It's just the beginning. I still have to fill the shelves, you know. So with my designs and everything, it might take a while for the structure to get everything like I want it. But it's okay. It's good. It's just since last week online, you know. So things take time.
Yeah,
that's fine. And your dear listeners,
you're getting there. It does take time, and it's difficult. Yeah.
There's a little delay.
I know that there's distortion on the line, but I was saying it's difficult sometimes to be the artist and the creative person and then do all the administration too. So it all takes time. It's a lot to take on.
And patient,
on your own, you know.
Patient. You have to get used to it somehow, you know, or you get depressed, and I don't want that, you know. So that's no. That's fine. On that
Crazy.
note, on that note, dear listeners, I would say, so we hear us together in a week, on not Wednesday, but on the next Sunday, and I'm looking forward for the second part with Lou McMahon. Mahon. Was it right? McMahon. Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much.
Yeah. You have it perfect. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. See us. Bye. Bye.
You have listened to ArTEEtude, West Cork's first art, fashion and design podcast. ArTEEtude, never so close again. That was too close.